The change in government has brought about some nervousness to the investment market as the Labour-led coalition roll these changes out. Today I'll just cover off some of those significant changes that will affect the investment market, namely some changes to the tax law, foreign buyers being banned, rental warrant of fitness, and the most important being the changes to the Healthy Homes Guarantees Bill and those costs that are associated with that landlords will face. Firstly, foreign buyers are banned. They'll be banned from buying existing residential property from early 2018. This is probably not a huge deal for the Taupo and Turangi markets, where foreign buyers only make up 1% of the buyers in Taupo and only slightly more for Turangi. This rule change has been predominantly brought in to cool the Auckland market. Secondly, there's the 5-year flip rule. This is a change to the existing tax on capital gains for investors, which is an increase from the current 2 years, where investors will be taxed heavily on profit made on the sale from an investment property sold within a 5-year period. It prevents buyers from making quick profits on flipping a property, taking advantage of the buoyant property market. Tax loss offset rules have been tightened also. Look-through companies, or LTCs, often set up as the ownership entity of an investment property, will often make a taxable loss for the year, and owners traditionally use that tax loss from a company to offset the tax liabilities for themselves personally. Labour intend to close those loopholes, so investors will need to just be mindful of those pending changes if they're applicable to their individual situations. Rental building warrant of fitnesses. This is currently an optional process for Wellington landlords by the Wellington City Council, but it's only been taken up by 2 landlords in total. It's pretty poorly written at the moment, where even a near new home would fail. At a cost of currently $250 to have the building warrant of fitness completed, Labour are likely to roll it out nationally with some serious tweaking on the back of the Healthy Homes Guarantees Bill. Now, the Healthy Homes Guarantees Bill is probably the most significant change or cost for landlords. Ready for its final reading in Parliament and likely to become law next year, this bill sets new minimum standards for insulation, ventilation, heating and drainage. Now, insulation regulations are already in place through the changes to the Residential Tenancies Act, where landlords have to upgrade insulation by July 2019. But heating standards will likely require an average minimum inside temperature, and the World Health Organization deemed the minimum standard to be 18 degrees Celsius. It's unlikely that many older investment properties across the Central Plateau in particular will meet this minimum temperature, but we await details of what standards in the bill will be. At ventilation, it's unclear how far the standards will go as far as what level of ventilation system will be required, but it seeks to ensure that all rental properties are free of mould and dampness. And finally, drainage, probably more for areas of the country with poor drainage capabilities, and again the standards will reveal how far landlords need to go in this regard. Once law, landlords will have 5 years to comply with the new bill, and if all these things were required, landlords could be expected to upgrade their homes in the vicinity of 6 to 8k. The overall intention of the bill is good, but so many additional costs on landlords will inevitably put upward pressure on rents for tenants. The medium-term effect of this is simply that there will be an inevitable cost for holding on to older residential stock. With a reasonable time frame of 5 years for landlords to comply though, responsible investors should be well placed to plan for the increased costs, and rents will slowly adjust to compensate.